Dr. Peter Phillips, welcome to Profile.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for joining us, as a matter of fact. And it's quite an occasion. In context, 30 years as Member of Parliament for East Central St. Andrew, but also, just a range of different kinds of experiences, some of which some of our viewers may not be as aware of, so I want to share some of them. We share the rest throughout the interview. So former President of the People's National Party, former Minister of Finance, Planning and the Public Service, and that's just one of the portfolios in which you've served. You've also served in health, in national security, in transport and works as well, and a professional journey that covers various aspects of the political spectrum. You served as a senator, served as an MP, as we've said, also served at various levels of your the political party itself. But the reason we're here is to talk more about the political life overall, but in the context of those 30 years in Parliament, how does it feel to be a Member of Parliament for 30 years?
Most of all, I think of Parliament as a place where one, for me in particular, was the opportunity to make a contribution, particularly in the various ministerial portfolios and activities, but also to work and build the constituency. Parliament itself had its own drama, was a place for its own contributions, things like constitutional reform, going back to the 1991-92 when the Constitutional Commission was set up. I think, 92. That was a whole experience, and a lot of, I think, compared to today, there was a great deal of the national focus was on the debate and the dialogue in the Parliament and the work of the parliamentary committees and the collective evolution of the political system and the dialogue between the parties. So after many years, I've managed to form good friendships across the aisle. I enjoyed Parliament overall, I think, over that 30 years.
I hear you reflecting it on Parliament there more from the perspective as a legislator. But to be in Parliament means getting elected as a Member of Parliament, and that from the perspective of individuals who are looking at the political process is perhaps the thing they see the most. My MP, not so much in Parliament, but my MP as an individual who can help me achieve particular kinds of things. From the perspective of someone who has to be on the ground in the constituency itself, how do you reflect on the time that you spent in East Central St. Andrew?
Well, East Central St. Andrew has been a family to me, a political family. And I have, again, enjoyed the associations built up over the years. The nature of our political process is that the closer part of that family is going to be people in your own political organization. And there were people who were there at the beginning. Some have passed on. You've seen their children emerge and in fact take a place in the political process themselves. But it has also provided the opportunity outside of that narrow political relationship to build some links with the churches in the community, some of the pastors, some of the church communities, that we've developed a connection with, and which has prospered over the years. So there also, I think the the most important thing to me about service, not just in the constituency, but on the ground in election campaigns, etc., is the opportunity to know Jamaica and the Jamaican people in the most intimate way. And that's to be treasured. You know, I came to it just as somebody who has always been interested in just what you might call the life of the Jamaican people from even before politics. But politics has provided a particular tool to expand that, to get to understand the different tempos of, you know, a deep rural community like, say, Lorimer's in South Trelawney, and contrast that with, you know, the urban settings of a Portmore or a De La Vega city in St. Catherine. It has allowed me the opportunity to penetrate all spheres and sectors of Jamaican society, and every day is like another marvel.
I want to talk a little bit about, you know, the roots of all of that, because whether you're talking about the role as an MP on the ground or a legislator in Parliament, or, you know, perhaps at a higher level as a minister of government, all of these connect to this whole issue of nation building and where it comes from. But we have to take our first break on profile. My guest is the former president of the People's National Party. He is a former minister of finance, of transport, of health, as well as several other portfolios. He's also the long-serving member of Parliament for East Central St. Andrew, Dr. Peter Phillips, and we're back with you after these messages.